and welcome to today's episode of Downstream Outdoors. Today on Downstream Outdoors, we're continuing the fire making lessons. I've spoken in the past about the importance of being able to make a fire here in Pennsylvania in the wintertime when we're outdoors for activities. And right now, it's February right now when we're filming this, and it's a really mild February right now. It's in the 40-degree range, almost hitting 50 degrees for February, which is going to bring a lot more people into the outdoors, wanting to have that little bit of relief, that they break from cabin fever. And things could still happen, and people need to be aware of how to make fires simply and a lot of times with what they have laying around. Now, today we're going to make a little fire. We're not going to go too carried away. We made our bird's nest like we've talked about in past episodes out of simple grasses and whatnot today. And today we got a really nice bright sun, so we're going to try to take advantage of that today. And what we have is a magnifying lens. We're going to try to start a fire using just a magnifying lens and the sun. One of the big benefits of this is, you never have to worry about this getting wet. It's never going to be too cold to operate this thing, nothing like that. The biggest drawback being is if it's nighttime or if there's a significant cloud cover, it will not work. Okay, this is one of them things. It only works on a nice, bright, sunny day. It doesn't have to be overly hot, like it said about a few moments ago. It is only in the 40-degree range, but I have a really bright sun shining down on me today, so it should be bright enough that we get a nice focused beam out of this onto a little tiny spot in our tinder bundle, our bird's nest, and it should heat up enough to start to smoke, and then we're going to nurse that up into flames. So let's see how we make out. Okay, now the idea is we're going to take our magnifying lens here, and we're going to try to focus it into a nice bright beam. You'll see on the camera there that it's coming into focus, and we're getting a little spot. You see how it broadens back out? We don't want that real broad spot. We want a nice tight spot like that. And almost instantly on our little tinder bundle here, I don't know if you can see it, but I can see it. We're getting a little wisp of smoke. Now I'm going to lay my other hand down here, and we're going to try to steady my hand a little bit more and get it concentrated on just one spot. Yeah, we're getting a little bit of smoke there now. I'm sure you can see the smoke starting to roll. We don't get too impatient. Let that smoke roll there for a second. Lots of smoke is a good thing. We're not going to start blowing on it just yet. We're just letting that burn in there. Get nice and hot, and you see the smoke's really starting to roll out of there now. Alright, we're going to get ready. We're going to bring it up, and we're going to breathe a little bit of life into this fire. See if we can't get actual flames pumping here. There we go. Just with a magnifying lens, we started a fire today. Like I said, it was only about 40 degrees today, so it wasn't really hot. But with the strength of a magnifying lens and the sun, we was able to start a fire today. And, I wasn't going to do it. It takes a little bit longer, but I could have done it with my glasses, an old soda bottle, anything like that. Getting a little bit out of control on me there. Anything like that, anything that it amplifies things, like I said, glass bottle, pair of glasses, a magnifying lens, anything like that can start a fire if used and focused. A nice tight beam on a dark piece of material, something real dry. In this case, I had something called char cloth, which we're going to make a batch of, and should be up before this video. Ripping a piece of your dark shirt off, nice cotton shirt, if it's dry, that would work too. Anything dark like that will absolutely start a fire with you for a magnifying lens. Just one more thing to think about, and maybe throw in your backpack. This is something that I generally keep in a backpack just for laughs, if nothing else, and show people that it can be done. I've yet to actually have to use this thing, but it's a neat thing to show people and show how it can be done. And it just goes right along with the thing that I talk about quite frequently on this show, about if you have a passion for something and really enjoy sharing your knowledge, share it with the people you love. And, of course, my youngest son's here with me, and Aaron's here with me, and, they're all watching this. And this is a great lesson for my youngest son. Aaron's seen me do this one before. But, even though he's only 4 years old, things like that tend to stick with a little boy. And that makes me happy. And, my older children, they all enjoy coming along and watching all this, and I love teaching them. So if you can find something you're passionate about and find somebody that wants to learn it, take the time to teach them. It'll be a lot of fun. And until next time, keep your line wet and out of the trees.